I'm on the Odyssey channel. Oh, excuse me. I'm on the Odyssey channel, and when I do these videos, I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me, but for me, it is extremely important that anything that you hear that you might think I said, what I actually did say, does it make sense? Is it being done somewhere else? Am I just repeating something I've already saw? Is it a person? Is it a place? Is it a thing? Can we find it in the dictionary? Can we see it happen again in a game? Can we change the rules and set of the game as long as everybody agrees to play under these rules? Change the dealer. How the game is played in casinos, how the game is amateurically played, how the professionals in sports that we call what is the N, and then with the H and then the L. So we have to write down the letter N, the letter H as per sound, and the letter L as per sound. Now we can say it this way or this way. So we would be saying N, a shell. Now, in a shell, NHL, in a shell. Are we in a shell? In a clam? Have you ever seen what a clam looks like? The letter itself, right? I mean the letter L, sorry. Right? So let's say we would call this the letter L. Now we all have to agree if this is what it is. I mean, who said this can't be the letter L? Is it this L or this L? You know, it can also be maybe that L. Okay. And L, or in French, the pronunciation is also wing. It is the 12th letter. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals to 1 and 2, or 2 and 1, 33. What is 11? What is 33? So we have to find a place where we can find 1133. So I use this and I use this. So I'm going to get back to that and just tell you what else. I'll take sports, the NHL, the CFL. I'll compare CFL versus CFL versus NFL. I'll compare the 55-yard line. 11, I'll call the 50-yard line. What are we going to call the 50-yard line? 5.0. So we have 3 downs. In order to get a first down, we need 10 yards. That's 3.33 and 1. Now in the CFL, that's in the CFL, but if in the NFL, we need 2.5 yards per down to continue on to get what is called the touchdown. Yippee, yippee, Facebook user, I shall, yep. Okay, so here's where the shell is. Now, I can't see who you are. I'm thinking it's Leo, but this is what it is. Here it is. Okay, we're going to do it, and then we're going to do what I call the bubble. And I bubbled it like that. And if I want, I can bubble it on both sides, but we're only going to have a face moving in one direction, right? And that would be your skeleton L. So I'm not sure if it looks like a little Indian, you know. What if the L went the other way, right? What if it went this way and it was like that? What if it was L like that and I just ended up putting 2 eyes over here and then turning it the other way? And since it was on both sides, I just connected them together. Now you can see in the deck of cards that they have this. The kings are holding it. So if I did it this way, who says I can't make the L upside down and do it this way at the same time? And then you have what is LL, okay, or the wings is who is I. From the heavens I was created, from the replica, from the mirror of both worlds. So anyways, you can, I didn't do this, right? I could have did that also, and then put an I, well, then put an I and an I, and then maybe, I'm not sure, maybe I can outline this. I'm not sure what it's going to do. Yeah, and then it just makes actually sort of the outline for the capital I. So anyways, this is just one thing. I just want to try to pose my thinking, because actually I come on here and I never know what I'm going to do. I'm serious. I never know. I have so many things that I line up, and you know, it's so much preparation. You just, you know, I mean, it just becomes disappointing. So I'm disappointed quite often. Suddenly, my desktop interface is bugging me. Then I realize again, we were robbed of the joy of Windows 9. Now, Windows 9. The 9th letter is I. The 18th letter is R. The 27th letter is sometimes Y. Now, why is it sometimes Y, and what is Y? And if we look at Y, does Y look anything like M or anything like X? I'm just a little bit all over the place, but that's okay. That's where I want to be right now. I just want to open a book and find the page, and hopefully I remember when I get to the page what I was actually talking about. So we're going to come here. So the reason I say this is because here is V, and here is what I see as M, and here is what I see as Y. So because of this gap, okay, they're all the same in a way. Each one is telling one piece or part of what I believe is a different story, an alternative story. Okay, I have to go on here and see. Got to go to my Art Mr. Tack Pans. Here it is. Okay, here I am. I think I'm live on this page. This video is live. I have to see. Okay, wait a second. Let me get rid. Okay. Okay, here I am. Okay. Leo, yes, yep. You ain't alone. Yes, I know. Live Izzy. Okay, now Izzy is, I mean, you can, it depends what you want to look at. I don't know. You know, I just want to tell you something. Apparently, I just heard that there's something, I have to look online if it's true, something about, boy. Something Luna crashing, right? And this is the time that we are in right now in my make-believe world that I made up through the alphabet, through the numbers, right? Can I get this on me a little bit? Hold on a second. Yeah, it's a little bit better. So for those who have been here before, they know where I get my information from. My information is everywhere. Everywhere. It's everywhere. We need to create that program that we can share, that the words will tell a different story. They will play a story where let's put all the sets together. So if I say let's put all number sixes together, we're going to put 5 and 1 6, 2 and 4 6, 3 and 3 6. But what are we going to put on the other side of it? We're going to put 6 and 2 8, 3 and 5 8, 4 and 4 8. This is exactly what these cubes say. 1 and 4 equaling to an addition of 5 versus 6 and 3 equals to an addition of 9. This is what is everything. So that if that is everything, then this is everything. It's a 1-for-1 exchange. This, there is no other as this. The reason for this is no matter what you do turning these, You'll never know where anything else is on the other side, but not with 6 and 3. Both 3 and 6, once it's turned, you'll know it's turned. Once 6, it's turned. So there's a combination of 1, 2, okay, 3, 4. See the way the 3 is to this side? That's one combination. That's 2 combinations. Now with the 6 up, that's 3 combinations. So was that 4 combinations? This way, hold on a second. This way, and then when the 3 is this way, and this way. So that's 4 combinations to what you never see this changing at all. 41 is the king. 41 is DNA, or the letter N. It is the true, okay, E. Everything else plays within inside of it. As when you come to 2 and 3, 5, to what is 5 and 4. So this would be the sun. Okay, I'm just calling this is the sun fox, the IT system. This is the system in the DNA, the recreated DNA in the cubic world. The 7th gate of the 9th birth. Why the 7th gate of the 9th birth? Because through the heavens you have passed. You come into life through the 7th gate. You are the 9th birth, running in the light of 6, and the one spirit connect. Through the 7th gate, of course. You need the one spirit to go through the doorway to connect. Window 10S and window 11S. And brought up by Leo and now by another, how 55 or 5.5 times 2 equals to 11. How 5 plus 5 equals to 10. So we have A, B, C, D, 10. We have E, F, 11. 2 of 6 and 4 of 6. So 4 of 6 is now going to relate to 2/3. And 2 of 6 is going to relate to 1/3. So what is here is now here. So this is the game. This is the dog. This is going to be purple, right? When you bring it into what I call the mirror, which is 6226 equaling to 88. To where they equal to 88, and then you crisscross them, so you have 12 and 4. This would end up to be purple again. In the game of pool, the 12 ball and the 4 ball are both purple. This is a stripe and this is a solid. The number and word for purple is 16, 21, 18, 16, 12, and 5. The 16th letter, the 21st letter is U, the 18th letter is R, the 16th letter is P, the 12th letter is L, and the 5th letter is E. And the total of the word is 37, 47, 55, 65, 71, 81, 82, 83, 88. So if you want to know about purple rain, okay, it's going to be 18, 19, 28, 42, the gateway. Reigning at the 7th gate in your birth spirit in the heavens of Venus, 420 THC, time, heaven, creation. You know the funny thing about golf, right? You get the tee off. Or what if you just tee? I'm trying to figure out, there's something connected here. It's just that my niece got married to a guy who likes to golf. So while she's working on the teeth, he's working on the tee off, right? Anyways, let me take just a break for 2 seconds. Let me recollect my mind. Thank you for joining us, Leo. Much appreciated. Oh, you saw my cat, black and white. Yes, conscienceless. Yes, outdated, 7 mountains equals. You know what's funny? When you're doing this, and I did it in a video, see, this is going counterclockwise. This is going clockwise. And what they're doing is, if I was a drain and going this way, I would be bringing things downward. If I if I did both of them the same way, what would I be doing? But instead, I'm turtling inside. Another thing about turtles, and I make these names up, but you can call them augers, is that, you know, an auger, although it's 14 inch, let's take a 1 foot auger. When you bring the blade that augers it in, it's a turnstile. And as it turns, it's forcing it forward, right? And you can have them go from both sides. They can both be, the thing will be turning this way and bringing this area this way and bringing this area this way. You can compare that maybe to the spins on the planet, the way the toilets go down, the way things work in other parts of this planet. Have you ever questioned why? The world's clock watchers, and you know, I have to finish with this purple rain, right? 420. So the world's clock watchers are used to tinkering with time. Tinkerbell, tinkering, thinking, tinkering, thinking. Development of the atomic clock in the 60s. Leap seconds have been added 27 times to make up the slowing of the rotation. So no matter what, we have to see this planet as always ending up on the right side of things. The 9 lives in the cat. What does it mean? Earth. What does it mean? What does it mean, Earth? What does it mean, Earth? What does it mean, Earth? Mars. How are we who we are? Oh, look, you grew from this and that. If there's a God and was this and that, take us as computers, pieces and parts of a fleshy robotic. Made so long ago, thousands and years ago, that how would you know? And who chose to come here to Fantasy Island? For the greatest of all entertainment, freedom. Give me the definition. The numeric value is 66. Does it say dome? Does it say a free dome? What does a dome represent? All the words we use is a labyrinth. It goes into your head and it tells you stories and you think. You're always thinking, even when you say you're not thinking. How you let things in and flush them out. Try not to be too cold and to try not to cry over everything, because everything is so happy, it's so sad. When you seem to think you know, why are we here? Would you agree that everybody wants to have fun? Everybody has fun in their own way. Okay, so let's find some numbers, right, kitty cat? I mean, don't tell me this is not the cutest kitty cat. Hold on, we're gonna. Hey, kitty cat, give me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, kitty cat. Hey. Okay, let's get a little bit serious. Let me go back. Proof, okay, wait a second. Conscience, outdated, 7 mountains. So 8, you cross in between the 2 mountains, right? You have 7, the top of the mountain. You pass between in the valley, and you get onto the 7 of the next mountain. 7, 8, 7. It is 8 that connects both 7, with 6. This design comes from what I can do with the cube. The cube tells me that there are 3 7s in the game, 1, 3, and 5. This next one, okay, this next one over here is going to be connected to what is 5, what is 3, what is 1, and I will show you why. Because the total of the 2 sides, okay, although I'm not going to reverse this yet, but the total of these 2 sides, okay, is like here is your 1, here is your 3, and here is your 5. Each one of these, they have the 1 dot. So where is your 2, 4, 6? Your 2, 4, 6 is 2. Your 4 is over here, and your 6 is over here. In gematria, okay, it's mirror. How does this get into your head? How do you learn anything? How do I remember or do what I do if I didn't remember everything that I ever heard or saw or touched or smelled? In every situation that I was ever in my life, for everything that I can recollect at the time and period that it comes back to me, in the moment that I need it, like it's just been hanging around me forever. T off. T, the 20th letter. It is also the numeric value of 7 at the 7th gate in gematria. So let me get back into this and not put on too big of a show. Not to put on too big of a show. This in French is show, and it also means hot. 43, 38, 11, 12, 33, 37. 37 and 43. Something about 37, okay? 7 is made up of 3, 1, 3. 7 is made up of 4, 2, and 1. 7 is made up of the cube 1 and 6, 2 and 5, 3 and 4. And anyways, I'm not going to get into this right now. Oh, why did I write that? The numeric count for 1 equals to 34. The numeric count for the word 6 equals to 52. So 1 equals what is 3 and 4, 7, to 6 equals to what is 2 and 5, 7, to where 1 and 6 equals to what is 7, to where the word 7 equals to 65 to what is 11. So if I bring full mathematics to what is 11, it will end up being creation. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1. 2 and 1 is 3. And that becomes your red solid. Game of pool. The 11 ball and the 3 ball recreate, and they become the letters that are CK coming together. Anyways, you can just make up a ton of words. So anyways, we had 2, 4, 6. And the reason I did that is because the dots in the center of what is 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5 to what is inverted 2, 4, and 6. Let's see if we can get it there. 2, 4, and 6. Hey, kitty cat. Okay, so now here we have where is number 7. So what we're going to do next is, as we go to the top and we're moving by 2s, what's going to be in the next square over here? And I will complete the 2, 4, 6 on this side. And this is all discussable, whether I can make them this side or whether I start each one with this size. This is a What I worked with is 2 by 2, and this is a 3 by 3. And this one can move because you can create an overlap in this area, or you can create an overlap in this area. See how that square gets smaller? You're going to get dimensions out of that. So this is 96 and this is 44. Base. What does it mean? 2 times 2, 2 plus 2. 3 times 3, 3 plus 3. Area, space, and rotation of the sun. We'll get to it another time. But when we go down here, we're going down by 2, and this orange is number 9. Orange equals 60, 9 equals to 42. 102 Valentine. I worked on that number yesterday, JB. The 2 and the 10 is blue and pool. You know what's funny about this? Is first it's 1, 2, now it becomes 2, 1. Why do I say that? This is where actually D comes in, but I'm not going to, I shouldn't. The reason for this is 1 plus 0 equals to 1. And there's only going to be one situation here as one situation here. 1020 is location. I'm in the bait house. Beta J. I don't know what it means. If I spoke to enough people about listening to maybe some slang somewhere or some other somebody else's language, the language that I don't speak, or whatever you want to say, there's going to be other than JB, and this is also 10 and 0, 2, but can also be changed to 10 and 13, because this for me has always been what that looks like. Now 13 is not just 13, it's something else. I don't know what it is. I can make up stories about it, but that design is more than just saying 13. Okay, just like we had B, the house of bait. Remember, it's a house of bait. There's more than one. There are 4 houses of baits. 4 times 20, or let's call it 420. THC, time, heaven, creation. Okay, but when it's heaven's creation, it's Tash, or it's H. So when you write it backwards, it says chat or cat, or in the C house for these 2 letters. These 2 letters together create 11 when you add together. What equation I'm using here is that everything begins from this area here to get to this side over here. You call this side over here C, this side over here H. Together they create 11. That is where K comes in to recreate C. Actually, it's actually CA B that it creates. Back. If you want to look at it that way, back. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 is 1 and 2 equals to 1 and 2 equals to 3, and that's how I come up with this equation over here. TV, 20 and 22nd letter. The reverse is the letter E, 5, and the 7th letter G, 5G. 42, that is your gateway. When doves cry, hold on, we're going to take a 1-minute break, but I'm not leaving I'm going too fast. I said I was going to tell you about the orange. I'm going to explain the orange. We're going to show you where 7, 8, 9, and then where we begin again. One of the images is, I'm all over the place. Here I am. Where is it? This is the vortex of Tesla, the left and the right vortexes, right? Here's all 3 of them together, right? It's E3, 6, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wherever 3, 6, and 9 is, when I'm counting, it can be 3, 6, or 9, because it's rotating between 1, 2. See these 2 points together? It's rotating between 1, 2. It's rotating between 4, 5. And it's rotating between 7 and 8. That's its rotation. Then after that, if you want to change rotations, Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to rotate 8, 2, and 5. So between 2, 5, and 8 rotation, 1 and 3, 4 and 6, 7 and 9 are in rotation. So now we're going to stop that rotation and we're going to work 1, 4, 7 in rotation. So now we're going to put these two together, then we're going to put these two together, and then we're going to put these two together, and then you have one rotating. So there's one rotating inside 2, 3 different times, equaling to 6 rotating stars. Now, do they move angles? I don't know. Just let me get to what I wanted to show you. This is the ring and the pole. These, you can see the 4 hexagons, 4 by 8 equals to 32. And you can see the turtles, but here's the house. Okay, and it's going down. Here's your 7. Here's your 6, 6. But here's your 7, and here's your 5 over here. See this point over here? So what I'm going to show you, I'm going to show it to you now. Right, here's a larger house. Is it better this way? No. Here's a larger house right here. So it's this house here where I come down, but inside of here, the numbers are different. I asked myself the question, did I go, I'm going to have to show you my paper. I have to show you my paper. When I continued past here, past 7, am I counting up or down? See, if this is the 7th gate and this is on each side of it, in which in fact 57, 75, 75 times 75, 75 plus 75, and 57, 75 times 13 equals 75, 0, 75 moons over 36, 37, 60, and 2015 equals to 5775, which is a DC moon, or what they can also call C19 right now. The reason for that is actually it's C19 as well as G. I'm not sure if we're going to go with G. G. Actually, it's Y. Okay, Y25. Not sure which way I should do this, G or Y. The reason for that is 3 by 19 is 57. 3 by 25 is 75. So the 25 represents the CK connection in the mirrored world. J mirroring in A. So the total of this is 44, and that's the word for space, and it is the division of night and day. Because the math there's now 24 hours for the total equation, and where 16 was one part, where 8 was the other, where this is 1/3 and 2/3 equaling to what is 3/3, the 24-hour day that divides the 7th gate. The reason is the math, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, equaling to 8 and equaling to 6. And if I want to check to see whether or not I'm doing this right, okay, I will say 5 and 3/8. Okay, 5 and 3/8 to what is 4 and 2. 4 and 2, 8, 6 to what is 4 and 4/8 to what is 3 and 3 equals to 6 to what is 6 and 2/8 is to what is 1 and 5 equals to 6. Okay, now this is where the Queen comes in. This is where Mars, okay, comes in. This is when the E world meets its first reflection. 5 is where your birth comes in. Anyways, to here is what 5 and 1 is, or 1551 if you want to use it. I think that's 47 times 33. Yeah. Which can also be, I mean, this is can be looked. I don't even know which way. We can say it's 11, 11 if you want. The mathematics will bring 6 and 5 to this. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5, and 6 and 5 to this equals 11 equals 11, which is EF. 2 letters, okay, becomes 1/3 of these. We're going to use 2 letters for 2 sides and call it A, B, C, D, E, F. And when you go around the 4, it's A, B, C, D. So 2 is EF. The other one is 4, A, B, C, D. So what this is this is 5760, and here equals to, did I get that right? 57, well, this is equal to 150, and this equals to 5625. Is that what it is? 5625? Yeah, that's what I thought. Now, I'm just trying to see 5625 times 5 equals to 5625 times 4. 5625 times 3. I don't know. I don't know. 7 come 11, 10 on the outside, 8 on the inside. I don't know. Liberty inside the bookends, inside what is 11, the split world. Remember, it's a split world. Okay, forget about this. This is where you're 8 and 6. Okay, anyways, you saw what happened to that. The reason for this was when I believe the cycle completely ended. 7 and 5, 12, 7 and 5, 12. Okay, the next cycle to come up from this year over here. And what is this? This is the year of time 0 when the calendar started. The Hebrews who follow the moon, okay, 12, 12. So let me see on the calculator if we got that right. 5775 times 13 equals to 75075. So the year we're coming into is 5784, which is 1212. The next time this is going to happen is at 93. Okay? This is we're let outside the house. This is being born into the new house. How many years is the reality of your birth into the heavens of DC? These split into the new world, and it starts right here, the transition. And it's going to be September, October, the Hebrew New Year of 5783. 5783. When they announce 5783, it will be over. We will be beginning the transition into 5784, where when the Titanic starts to take on water, this is what's going on right now. What was frozen and what is represented to be the word H dot E dot L dot L dot. We're coming into the year 5784, which is 1928. A couple of years ago, they made a movie called Tenet, T-E-N-E-T. There was something online. Rotas Sator Tenet. Rotas Sator. Rotas. No, see, it won't do it. Let me just write it. Oh, I got a few comments. I got to go look. Here it is. Rotas, Sator, Arpo. This entire board, okay, is numerically ironic. Here it is 25552 in the bookends of life in the E world. See this? It's V and a 1. V and a 1. That's the 6th life. The life of 11. Window 11. Ironic that the word window equals to 88. Ironic that A, B, C, D, or call it the ring, okay, equals to 10, to where EF equals to now 11. So we have 88 and 10 and 88 and 11. We have 98 and 99. I'm not going to say what we have. High Jupiter, high 13. Where else am I in this? We were talking, now when 5775 comes together, they will create another 5. They create another 5. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. This 13 comes to be, there are 13 average moons in every single year for what I work with. Yes, we're going to talk about different calendars. I'm not getting involved in them in that right now. Queen Mars. Let me get back to this orange spot. This orange spot is number 9. So where's number 8? Well, all the even numbers, right, are in between everything. So 8 is right here. It's this window right over here. That's number 8. And what 8 connects us together? 8 connects us together 6 and 6 and 7 and 9. 8 connects, okay, here's number 9, and here's number 8. 8 is going to be in this green here. Let me show you this 8. Can I get that done? Actually, let me do it in pen. Here's number 8. There's number 8 in the pen. So what does number 8 do in this thing? What does number 8 do? Number 8 gets 2 parts of 6. It gets 2 parts of 7. It gets 2 parts of 9, and then 2 parts of 6. That's what number 8 gets. Why do I say that? Okay, here's number 9, and it gets these 2 parts. Here's number 6, and it gets these 2 parts. Here's number 6, because they're on each side, and it gets those 2 parts. And here's number 7, and it gets those 2 parts. So it gets north and south and east and west. So these are not just any 2, 2, 2, 2s. Now the deck of cards, or Mahjong, or is this a game that talks this story? So what gets it? 1 cube gets 2 from everybody. And that's where your 8 and your 9 come into the game, where the 9 has no interference other than with the 8. But the 8 is interfering with the 6. But the 9, does the 9 interfere with the 6? Yes, let me see this design again. But the 9 is connecting, yes, the 9 connects with the lower part of the 6. So when you look at the 8 is 2 and 2, 2 and 2, 2 and 2, 2 and 2. So the 8 gets 2 and 2, 4, 2 and 2, 8, 2 and 2, 12, 2 and 2, 16. So sweet 16 becomes 8 and 16, but it's actually the full figure 8, just the cube itself. When it becomes itself and something else. Anyways, that's a little mixed up. Let me check out what's been said here. Let me see. Oh wait, yes. So that's your basic 7, 8, and 9. This is your road task. SATOR. I'm going to tell you about that in 2 seconds. I'm going to add you up the numbers. I think I've done a video on it before. I have 47 comments. I have to check out my Facebook. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, 88, stall, 39, 40, and 24. 64, negative. Earth is speeding up to rid of the unconnected. The water in the pool, every time a snowflake, every time water freezes in the wintertime, that's information, I believe, freezing and defrosting. "51, 51, 11, 11. Earth is moving faster equals your house is being left behind." Polarity. I'd like to understand that word a little bit more myself, polarity. So, okay, hold on a second. Okay, now let me back up over here, okay, on occult, and let me back up. Okay, Leo, built which device? Orange peel, 2238. 38, just 1 second. Okay. I'm just going back. Okay, from the Dove's Cry, that's where I am. Built robots, it's fun for me. Kitty Cat is taken to Foxholes. 7 of 11. Even when you look at the word ELEVE, there's a common thing about them. Okay, and let me show you this. You see the E is number 5, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, right? So there's 3 of them. Now the L, okay, is 1 and 2. What makes up to create the E? 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals 3 and 2, 5 equals to the smaller number coming from the bigger number after the mathematics and addition. Let's call it the Windows system. Why would I say that? I believe that every time you come to the fourth calculation of something, it's going to turn over or it already has ended. As like we cannot work with the letter numbers 12 or 21 because it's prior created. So we'll work with 11. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals to 2 and 1. Well, that's the 2 and 1 I was just talking about. But forget it. We can't work with that either. What about if we work with the opposites? Okay, what if I work with the opposite? Sorry about that. You see, this will create this. So the opposite of this, okay, will create this. This, right, is going to create, hold on a second. No, what is going to create that is what creates this, which is created from that. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals to 5 equals to 6. So we now created that. So that, okay, equals to that, 11, which is there, because either it's a multiplication or it's an addition. The addition counts for 4 houses. So when it counts for 4 houses, right, it connects to, okay, it connects to what is the next area. See, it's connected to the Next area. This is the skeleton. The octagon. It's an open house. Anyways, I'm not going to fool around with that. I want to get something in the fridge. I want to read a few more comments. 7 of 11, N or in. When it's said in a phrase, sometimes the sounds of the vowels are involved and from different places in the world. They may. 22, right? 22. 22, 2 times 2, 2 plus 2 equals to what is 4 and 4. And from that 4 and 4, you're going to create it's equal. But then you're going to create the division between day and night with 1/3 and 2/3. So if you're putting 2/3 together, are you creating 1/3 that goes into the next day? Think about it. 1/3 and 2/3. 2/3 mean you're putting 2 together. So when they say it's midday at 12 o'clock, what are all the expressions we use? We have the answers to solve everything. We have all the equations, all the games through sports, all the games we ever play, right? Right? What do you say? What do you say? Okay, I'm just going to go to the fridge, take a 1-minute break, come back, take a look and see what we're looking at right now. I need to have a drink. I was supposed to be sleeping, but I'm not. I do not believe in gematria. I can talk about the word tria. I can talk about the beginning 2 letters is GE. I can talk about the letter M meaning 1000. And then does gematria believe in me? Black cat, white cat. Now, you see, for me, it's gematria. A simple 1 equation. That's the design I created for it. That's the story it tells. You can change its name. It's just a way of doing things. That's all it is. There's nothing to believe. Nothing to believe. Somebody made a game. That's it. $33.22. 15 and 8. 15 and 8. So that 15 and 8 are the burgundy balls. These are the burgundy balls. 3 times 3. So right here, yes. This here becomes the burgundy ball. How did I describe that? Yes, 3 times 15, right. It becomes 15 and 8. So the 8, oh no. Where did I get 7 from then? Okay, I'm sorry. I was thinking 3 times 2 times 2. Okay, 8. Okay, so it's the stripes. It's the striped ball, and it's the 8 and 6. Oh, it's the dividing gates. Wow, that's area space with teen, the dividing space. Okay, listen to my reason if you can write this. See, 4 times 4, 4 plus 4 creates the 2/3 and 1/3 of the 24 hours in a day. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 create the 8 and 6 that are on each side, the reversal of a cube. The 3, 3 side will be opposite. The 6 will be opposite of the 8. So that's 6 and 8. Just give me a second. Rotation of the sun. So because of the 24-hour day of the dividing gate, because 9 times 6 equals to 54, which is the word sun. If I remember, it is the breath. BR20, EA is 26, and 28. Yes, breath equals to 54. The breath, the sun. It is the IT system DNA birth, whatever that means. We'd have to talk about how DNA works in computer systems, whatever those letters might be. But D is for the mirror. It's also 500. 500 is the letter D. It's also the ring, that if you go A, B, C, D, the D addition becomes the mirror or the dark side of the A addition. And the reason for that is 1, 4, 7, 1, 4, 7, 10. 1 plus 0 equals to 1. I mirrored it. But in roulette, it tells me that 10 is black. 1 plus 0 is 1, but 1 is red. And 19 is red. 1 plus 9 equals to 10 equals to 1. You know, 19 is the second side of the mirror of the first 18, Chai, which is the one spirit in the heavens of Venus. The 1 dot with the 8 void. Confirmation, the calculator. Confirmation, your telephone, your cell phone. Confirmation, the ATM. Confirmation, the keyboard. Whatever I do has to have confirmation. I was told if you want to baptize, if you want to bring them down to where they say the element of the spirit hangs high, the rooster on the top of the church, 61. Let's not get into that right now. Moon interference, yes. Do you think us cats don't know? 10, 13, and 12. I had that situation happen before. I don't remember what it was or why you're saying it. 35 electric company. To excuse me, cats. The cat excuses quantum mind. Quantum mind, where's that quantum mind? 7 rainbows, great feedback. Mercy, grace, love, forgiveness. True friend / binary, less than. I wish I could. 8 slices. 8 slices. Are they linear slices? Like you say, we're going to have the 3-star selection. Well, if you're going to have the 3-star selection, right? Does the first star get 1 star, and the second star gets 2 stars, and the third star gets 3 stars? So if the first star, who they show actually last, and they show the third star first, and the third star is an 8 star, you'd have 8 stars for this third star of the game if it was hockey. So in the second star selection, he'd have the second star, right? So we'd have 2 stars in the 2-star selection, okay? You'd have 2 stars. So now if these stars were 6 stars, you'd have 2 6 stars, you'd have 12 points. And then the first star, what would that first star be? Would it be a 5-star, a 12-star? What kind of star would the first star, the one only star, the first star of the game? I'm trying to figure out. Anyway, so I was just fooling around with that. Moon interference, 9 slices, 2 buttons. Okay, so night and day, yes, that's what we were on, right? So there's something that brings day and day together, because the night is whole, but the day is split. Otherwise, how can you do 2/3? Or is it a C and then they shoved the other piece in to close it? Or is it the Y letter that creates 3 different spaces? And this part over here is the feeder between the 2 sides equally living down here on the side of the basin, where their center stork foot, okay, is joint between them, but not their heads, unless the Y letter is created. I'd have to think, so where we have the Y letter, and then sometimes it's made fancy, right? But if you want, we can make a little thing and, you know, And hey, look at me, you know, fancy little me, and now we have what is Y. So how would we want to talk about Y? You know, I mean, should I just finish it off and say I'm living under this dome? And if you really take a look at this, and I make a short extension, hold on a second. How come? Oh, yes, a short extension. Then we end up with something looking like, uh, yeah, so we can end up something looking like the letter I this way, or the letter I this way. See, it becomes I and I. And now we see sometimes logos where we have the crossed arms over here because it's crossed worlds over here running only with one head, the one-eyed Jack. And at the same time, we'd end up with what's left over here, and that's the T. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because I'm just trying to throw things around, juggle things in my head. What part of the skeleton is why? Because now that I designed it and I've seen some easy square designs where they do put the line on the side. Well, when they, because this is only the skeleton, this is the inside form, it's not the outside form. Yeah. Anyways, I want to get something to drink. I want to look at some more of these things. Yeah, and I want to remember the connecting of night and day, or the separation, right? 2/3 and 1/3. So either something got connected or something got separated, making it, how would we make it 2 parts a day? Because the 16 comes together, right? The 16 comes together. Unless the 16 is the complete day and the 8 is what was added to the game. And then they changed the speed of the game, the vibration to the game, and the elements in the game to create these fleshy robotics that work with the incoming aether of that's all we might be. Just the incoming that brings life to this planet. The creator brought life to this planet. Whoever we are, whatever game we entered into, whatever game possibly that we chose, must run under certain condition of the major creator in order to enter into these games. So, what happened? Did we add a piece onto the game and say now we have 8 hours of night? I think so. We domed it off. And it's being controlled by a dark side, which runs into the night every 8 hours or so. Anyways, I want to get off that. I want to advance it. 448, 4 and 48, plumb line, 3 and 3, 6. Queen Long Live Elizabeth, Elizabeth Cake, Eli, Eliza, Eli, Zabeth, Bethlehem, the house of Bait, time heaven, the E world, the heart. But what are they trying to tell us? The Z is the doghouse DNA. The I is our birth. You see, the L is caught between the I and E. That L is a combination of your creation, okay, and your birth. 9 and 3 is the lowest number you can get in order to get your first 12. So next year, this coming year, we are coming into what is the year? Rem, Mercury. NIR, Costa Rica. $8533, hell. Yeshua. Where did we get this one from? Asher. I've heard these before. Ash. Ash is like an H. Oh, N. You know, instead of the H, it'd be N. You can still take away that H at the end and put N. Ash, like for H. High N, Yeshua. I'm trying to HYEN. H and H, 88 between Y and E, between 7 and 5. So you have, okay, so, oh, we're in between something. I mean, we can even be living maybe inside the moon. Who knows, you know? Who knows? Who knows? Earth, moon. Is that the way you spell Jupiter? Isn't it ER? Add 13 for this, and it's 112. So just the IT system is your DNA birth, your something to do with electronics. Every time I see the IT, it comes two ways to get to this. It begins with 16. How do you get to 16? Well, through 28, or sorry, through 2 8s, a 2 and an 8. Or how about 2 8s, 8 and 8? So there's a different way of saying it. Do not forget the 2 buttons in the top of the orange. 2 buttons. Yeah, right. Okay, yes. IV, yes, 4. Windows 9, I saw that before. Windows 9. Oh, that's our vibration. ABC, BCD. Windows 9, BCD, remember that. It can also be 549639, which is also can be translated into love. The breath of life of 21, the cube. Bears, the reason for the bear and the reason for the, when they call the bears in the market, what's happening with the bears when they hibernate. BNR is noted to be the king and the queen. I have no idea what it is. If you want to know, ask me why I say the bear, because they tell us a story that they hibernate, whether it's real or not. The story is going around. So a story is a story. It will always be. I'm not looking for truth. But for you, he revere my name. The Son of Righteous will rise with healing in its wings. Then you will go forth and skip about the calves from the stall. 21, you will trample on the wicked, for all will be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I am making. Malachi 3. Make the moon shine like the sun at noon. We are always here. You are turning into yourself. Dome Wars 57. This is the year. You see 8 and 4. 8 and 4 is 12, and 5 and 7 is 12. In between 4 and 5, which is the foxhole, the gateway, which is 99 reverse, which is the IT system within the gateway, 7 and 8. G and H comes together. The 7 and 8 is also what connects 66 in the design that I just showed you a few minutes ago. So I take into account everything that's going on. I take into account everything that's going on. Seven, six. These are these blocks. So if you can maybe see the areas, see this point here. This point here, this is the 5 block. This here is 6 block. There's the left side and the right side. 7 is between the 2 sides. The bull horns that are up are between 66. Freedom and woman. So then there's the 2 sides, and then it keeps going. Okay, so I'm going to go back to, I'm not sure if we're the same. So it comes out basically in this picture over here. Except I went up to 7 and I went down and I went over. So this, okay, or if you want to look at it as, if you want to say L and L or V and V, or do you want to call this the V in the center, or this is the Y, or with the Y you might be talking about further down. Anyways, so we went up to 7, 1, 3, 5, 7. Now should we go 5, 3, and then this one over here? Let me see this one. 7 is here, 5 is here, 3 is here. So this one is 1. So just like number 6, you now have number 1 right over here. Okay, now what's over here? Okay, this is, like I said, this is number 1. So what's going to go next is going to be 8, and it's going to be on this side. And then what's going to go over here is going to be 88. So the 88 will be king over this entire area. When we're going down over to what is 1, the next one that will come over here into this area. See, this design is wrong. You see the split over here. I don't have the split here. I didn't put anything in between. So what is down over here? So when you go from 1 down, you go to the same thing. So it becomes 88 here and 88 over here. 88, 88. But over here, it's not 88. It's not the same thing over here. You see, and I'm playing inside of what is the set. See, this is above what goes above. I'd have to do that calculation. So I think I'm going to be quiet about that right now. I'm not sure if this is correct. I think there's errors in this. There was an exchange 4114 6776. This whole thing will be squashed down to just be 44. This tells me a little bit of the story. These cubes, I'm not going to count the complete cube, but there's 6 numbers here that total 111. Each one, this entire row here, which is 1 entire row, 2 entire rows, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 entire rows times 36, 216, the way the moon would be. This is only part of it. It's not finished. It's not a full reflection. Started with Y, finished with X, right? But it's a complete reflection without turning over. See this Y here, this Y over here, this X over here, this X over here. So it's Y, X, Y, X, Y, X, until I mirror it that way. This is the roulette table, by the way. See the way the design runs in here, the octagons, hexagons. I'm getting tired. I'm pooping out, guys. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 2 is 4. 4 and 4 is 8. 8 and 8 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. 3 and 2 is 5. Inchworm, measuring marigolds, and your arithmetic will probably go. Okay, so that. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me see something. Okay, now I have to take this off. Whoa. Okay, so what I want to do now, wow, I don't even have the light. Hold on a second. Anyways, I can't, okay. Well, anyways, the one at the end, I'll show it to you here. So what it is, it's like this. 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. So this is what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to go okay. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1 and 2 and 4 and 8. 8 and 8 is 16. 16 and 16 equals to 32. 3 and 2 is 5. 6 and 1 is 7. That moon. So what you do is you go 1 over to 2, over to 4, over to 8, over to 7, over to 5. When you reverse it, okay, when you reverse it, you end up creating this design here. I'm just adding a little bit to it, you know. So that's what I see happening here. Anyways, that's the binary code reverse, and you just keep doing it, and it'll eventually you see the way it creates the linear from here, and if you look at it, x 7x 7x 7 by 24 is 168 as like the hours in the week. 16 and 8 to where 4 by 4 and 4 plus 4 equals to 16 equals to 0.8. So let me get back on to, let me skip. Okay, let me just put this back up here. 1 and 1 is 1 and 2 is 4 and 4 is 8 is 8 is 16 inchworm. I'm trying to figure out what this is here. Leo, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you're talking about this channel, I think that's the way it works, right? You got to get involved to be involved. So let me see this. The Worms Sing, Rockies Cry Out, Pinball Wizard, Cat Collective, Art Carled. Hey, Suzanne. Interesting design. It looks like a gorilla to me. Satellite Vector. I need something to drink because I'm drying up. What? Just give me a second. I usually don't check my phone when I'm doing videos. I don't even know where it is. Okay. Or do I? Okay, let me check out what is going on. There was a few questions. Union, French language, and English. Notice 3 numbers. Yes, vibration. I'm just reading it. Notice the 3 numbers 147285369 vibration into the cross above logical. Okay. U, neon of French language and English language. Yes, definitely the union. 2 dash earth 1 point. 21 12 21 21 12. Yes. This is 2 times. Let me see what that says. I can't really see it right now, Veracruz. It won't let me open up the mail. I can just hover my mouse over it to read it. 1 son, un in French. 2 sons. Ah, yes. Let me see. I have to understand that. So if we're just using S, so why don't we use OS and TS, like an ST for the first son and the only one son? The reason I'm saying is I'm just using the initial of the 2. That's the way we were taught, right? SS, I'm still trying to understand that. 1 son, 2. Oh, yes, that must have been the video we saw. And what the F? All I got was 420. Okay, what video is this? Let me see this. Okay, let me go back. Oh, Christopher. Oh, yeah. Okay, very good. Right, right. So Santa Maria and the SS Voyager. Right. Now the bus you can do is a column or an SUB. So what you do with SUBs, US being the king and the queen and the spirit coming together. So we're talking about castles. We're talking about somewhere in Europe. We're talking about the color blue. We're talking about 33, something to do with the sun, because 3 and 3 is the figure. So we're talking about 1111 from C and C right here. That's the sun. Talking about the sun, we're talking about 11 because it's 11. The letter K creates the letter C. Blue 33. So the blue world sun, I don't know. 1111. So let me just bring up one of the reasons I came out here tonight, and I'm a little tired, so we're not going to go too much longer. And one of them was this calculation here. Now, this book's got to be 10 years old. So what it is A and C came together back into their house. See how small this is? Or what I can do is I'll create this over here, this over here, and this over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I do that right? With the, hold on a second. Okay, forget about that, because if I would go to the telephone, I would have to number a space, a number a space, a number a space, and the number is usually that much bigger than a space. So between 2 numbers, you have 9 and 9 and 3, 21. And in blackjack, that's about the average hand, 18 and 3. 1, 1, 1, 6, 6, 6, 555, the difference. You want to know what's ironic about that? Okay. First of all, can that ever happen? It sure can. Right over here. You see, when the dice cube is like this, you have 18. You have 4, 10, 11, 16, 18, and 3. That's the equation. So that's what you get over here. So where were we? The cat just showed up. I'm a little bit tired. I don't know if I can go on. I don't even know where I am. And the cat's getting a little, I don't want to say annoying because it wouldn't be fair. She's probably here for something. She just follows me around, eh? So I mean, there's so much going on. I'm overwhelmed sometimes. I haven't come on lately. I'm never really sure where to start them. I know there was something else I wanted to mention. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to do. What I wanted to mention, I was just going to make a small formation. So if 258 is in the center, that's 15. That's a series of 3 areas. Do you follow me? 3. Now I'm going to go for 4 areas, okay? And the total is going to be 26. 15 and 26. 1 and 5, 6, 2 and 6, 8. So they're opposites. So that we're going to move down the board. We're just going to move down the board by the next section. 11, 14, and 17 equals to 42. 11 and 14 is 25, and 17 is 42. Now, if you add the 20, it becomes 62. So now we're going to do it to the next one. So we're going to go, well, the fourth one was here. So we started the first one here. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So 1, 2, 3 equals to 69. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4 equals to 98. So here's how it goes. 1 and 5, 6. 2 and 6, 8. 2 and 4, 6. 6 and 2, 8. 9 and 6, 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 9 and 8, 17. 1 and 7 is 8. 6, 8, 6, 8, 6, 8, 6, 8. So now, where did I get this equation? Off the roulette wheel. And these are in blocks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's series of 9 numbers and then a series of 12 numbers. But all I'm using is 3 of 6. And then what I'm going to be using is, hold on a second, 3 of 6. And here I'm going to be using a total of 3 and 9 for the total of 12. I'm going to use 3 numbers, not count 9. I'm going to use 3 numbers, not count 6. It's funny the way they're inverted. And they create each other. 3 times 3, 3 plus 3. It's almost like the 4 times 4, 4 plus 4 equals to 16 and equals to what is 8. This is 3/3. This is 1/3 the difference. Forget it. I'm tired. I am zonked. I'm zonked. If you can find a programmer to create some of my equations. I have one. It's my nephew. I just have to get him interested so we can understand how much fun this is going to be, where you can write your own stories because of the use of words in the dictionary. And another thing is, I have to mention this before I go. First of all, Jacques Chirac and Bugs Bunny, the hillbilly hare with the square dance. Now, when you say dance and you say square, the constellation of Pegasus is known as the square constellation, or this Okay, dance also can be inverted as to the games noted to be as Scrabble word finder. The word is deacon. It has to do with the zodiac. So we have a zodiac square dance, and we get that between what is the Western and the country. So we have to understand what is the Old West and the country, and now we go into game shows to understand where they come up with their scenarios. You know, name that tune, Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, and at the lotteries at the stores. You can't hide a secret. You can alter the reality if you want. And once you get everybody believing in this reality, it becomes accepted for the world that we come into, how we've been deceived. And when I believe the real truth just keeps piling up and it keeps freezing out in the Arctic. And now the end of time has come upon us. 8 and 412, we're in the Hebrew year of 5784, which is 5 and 712 to 8 and 412. We came in through the house of Pluto, through the ring and the cube, and everything is expressed inside area space. The year is 84. 8 times 4, 8 plus 4 equals to 30, equals to 32 and 12, 44. In the year we're ending, 83, so it becomes 24 and 11 equals to 35, and 11 and 24, the divided gates of creation, the 9 lives of the cat, and the total is 35, which also stands for electric company. So nothing begins until you plug it in. Nothing begins until you plug it in. Well, you say, how can that be possible? Well, wait, was there a big bang? You plug it in, there's a big bang, the light comes out. It was dark, now it's light. The big bang, it's light, it's dark, it's light, it's dark, it's light, it's dark, it's light. The big bang, I just took all that matter and pushed it away. Boom. Hey, must be still dark over there, but now it's being pushed away. So where did the dark go? What happened? What happened? Did I light up the matter in the air, and what seemed dark is just because the lights were out? Is that why we feel the energy in the day going through us? You're like a little chicken. My cat's like a little chicken. You little chicken. Look at that face. Look at that Shayna Punim. Look at that face. Okay. Light is on or off, no speed, space plug, dot 5, lotto forgive. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I can barely see. Peace and love. Peace and love. So we have the ace. A friend of mine was telling me the peace sign should be upside down. You know, how can this is natural, right? Right? But this is, look at it. You see the O letter? See the O letter and the V? See the OV? OV. Right, let me show you. Let me show you. So the sign of peace, right, is actually showing you like an O and a V, right? So the O is the 15th letter, the V is the 22nd letter, 37, 64. But the main thing of this is the O reversed to O is the letter L, and the reverse to E or V is the letter E, and inside of the peace sign it says love. This says love. The opposite of the V is the E. The opposite of the O is the L. It says love in the sign, and it shows you a bunny rabbit. Bunny rabbit's known to be created with the letter R. R is the 18th letter, the one spirit of the heavens of the 4 houses of Venus, divided at the 7th gate. Peace and love. So now we know that peace, and we already know that ACE combination together, where A and C is between E and E, or A and C is between, where the house of DC is between 5.5 in the student. So this is 9 and this is 21. So that's I and L coming together. ILU saying him. Anyways, I don't know. It says him, and in him it says I am, and I am tuckered out, and I must hit what they call the hay. Oval, shovel, spade. Oval, shovel, spade, egg. Oval, spade. The spade is a shovel. The spade is also known to be the pick, means a needle. The oval shovel. The shovel is the spade. The spade. What is it about the spade house? Spade equals the numeric value 45, Standard and Poor 31, the cubonic house. Oval shovel, spade, right. Spade. There's something else. Spade the cat. Okay, spade the cat, spade the dogs. Bring them to the pound, the 9 lives. Earth becomes that because in the pound, it's all lines between everything. And besides the lines, there's also the area space. It takes 4 lines to create one boxed area space. That will have 4 dots, right? I mean, it's the base. So here you have 1 line for Earth. Actually, it comes in pairs, this one and this one, between here and here. Here's the passage. If it's 1, it's just up here. If it's the other one, it's over here. Anyways, I'm not making any sense. So here's the line of Earth, and then here's the dots of Mars. So we have 4 lines and 4 dots. We have 1 house. So if we started off like that, we would go to Mars, and then we would say Earth, Mars. Mars would be over here, crisscrossing between Earth, because the only way to connect these 2 dots running on this 45 angle would be like this. Does that make any sense? And then at this time, you can see there's an angle, and it's a V, and it's going in that direction. It's going in that direction. Anyways, tired. 1 house not divided. Somehow, all they had to do to divide the house is to make another bedroom. Earth 52, Sun 54, Moon 57. So we have a few things I left out. Birth is 57. Abbott and Costello, tomorrow's dreams never come. Do not let for tomorrow what you can do today. Oh, matrix, inside the word matrix, M1000. These 2 combinations come together for 09, 1009, or what is S19, or what can be C19, because this is the 3rd level of what is 19, S. 1 times 9, 1 plus 9 in itself. Or it can be what 9 is minus M equals 0991 or 1991. 0991. Anyways, I'm just looking back at just before I go, these words, the word 1 equals to 34. Let's do this quick before I go to bed, and I'll talk about it another day. Can you get up? You don't want to move? You don't want to move? Okay. So what we're going to do, calculator's broken. I'm tired, want to go to bed. Can you move a little bit? Come on. What? Okay, got the other calculator. So we have 34 divided by 3 equals. So this equals to 1133. Then we have 58 divided by 3 equals. This is 1933. 56 divided by 5 equals 11.20. 60 divided by 4 equals 15. 42 divided by 4 equals 10.5. 40, did I do that? 52 divided by 3 equals to 17.33. And 65 divided by 5 equals 13. Now, what is this? What is that? It's I took the number of letters to the value of the letter word and average it out. So this would be, let's say, 2, 1, 2, 6, 1, 8, 4. And then look at that, 3 houses would match. The 5th house would match. The 1st and 2nd, 1, 2, and 5 would match, and that's ironic. 1, 5, and 2. 51 Mars, 52 Earth. I don't have any planet for this, but I have the 21 dots or blackjack. The purple house, because I'd use this as the 12 ball, because that's where I can. House of creation. The mathematics will tell me about this will recreate the 5 in itself. 1 and 2 will tell me about 1/3 and 2/3 between the ring and the pole, but I can see anything I want, and I'm just very tired. But I usually do say that Raphael 70 to 86 in a constellation of Pegasus. We can connect it.